Folks, welcome to another edition of Clash of the Podcast. I am Conrad Cushman, host of Everything Pro Wrestling, co-creator of Clash of the Podcast. Right next to me, right beside me is HW Weekly, aka Sean Hubbard, also co-creator of Clash of the Podcast. We bring you some of the best wrestling talk in about 90 minutes time. We blitz you with everything that's happening in the wrestling news, reviews, previews, anything happening in the wrestling world. Please let us know how we're doing. If we forget something, send a super chat if you want to support. I also tell people, hit that like button for us right away. That's another great way to support us. And Sean, have I missed anything? Because we got a lot to talk about today.
We do have a lot to talk about, so I'm not going to belabor, man. You set up the intro beautifully. Chat's ready. I'm ready. You're ready. There's only one thing left to do. Conrad, drop that thing.
Everybody, welcome in. Pull up a seat, relax, get comfortable, do your thing. Before we get to the shouts, man, I gotta let you know. If you send that super chat, you jump right to the top. Joel says, "Happy Monday to my two best friends. I was bound for glory. Stick around, buckle up. We'll definitely get into some bound for glory for you, Joel.
Joel, what else?
Jocelyn, first one in the chat today, says, "Afternoon, evening, Conrad and Sean. I'll be asleep, but up here to let you know I'm still around, catching the replay at work like always. Shout out to Keshta. Can't wait to see how Don will use this during Dynamite. You called for it, Santana, Conrad. About time. Everything else was another great week in wrestling. Have fun." Okay, most def.
Cleasy, 1-3-easy, 4-2-easy.
Was
in
good.
The beezy. A little extra for you today.
Right. He said, "Good afternoon, everyone." What up, Clown? Appreciate you. Hopefully you got to enjoy some good GCW action this week, and I know they had some good shows.
They should sign you up, Clown, because you love you some GCW. Big ups to GCW too.
Listen, if it's your thing, it's not bad.
I'm not mad at them. I'm just saying they should put them on the payroll.
Most definitely. I don't know how much money Brett's working with these days, but yeah. Go ahead, Sean. I'll let you get this one.
What up? Quills in the building. It's the one and only Sir Quills, that is. He says, "What's up, Conrad, Sean, and chat? Your boy Sir Quills is back again to enjoy two of my favorite bros, CJ and Hubs, for episode 163 of the best wrestling podcast out today, Clash of the By God podcast." He goes on to say, "What better way for me to celebrate my birthday one early than with Conrad and Sean, talking some pro wrestling, especially with what went down this weekend, and it could be better with a Bills win tonight." Big shout out to you, Quills, man. We appreciate you. Happy birthday, man. You're a good dude.
Yeah, hopefully Bills can bounce back tonight.
That's why insignificant win, but a big win by the New York Football Giants.
I lost Malik Neighbors in fantasy. I don't want to hear nothing.
No, right I'm not happy about that either. But I'm just saying, we beat the Eagles.
Bro, I can't. Does anyone else feel like the last week of football has been a mystery? Something's
weird. If we beat the Broncos this week, I'm gonna think we're in the
Jaguars beat the Chiefs, Sean. That's
facts.
What?
Facts.
Yo,
Touché,
I don't know what was going on.
Touché.
I'm checking the parlays. That's all I know.
Yeah, I know that's right.
College football too. I was watching this weekend some of that too. I had to sneak in that Ohio State game, and I was like, man.
Yeah, my Notre Dame Fighting Irish are 4-2. Started off 0-2. Now they're up to 4-2. They're rising back up the ranks. The new playoff system means you could lose a couple of games and still make it.
Yeah. I told people don't panic too quick on them yet. Yeah. Ray Thompson says, "Happy Monday, guys. Hope everyone had a great weekend."
Hope you had a great weekend too, Ray. Thank you, man.
And you know what? Double thank you to Ray, because Ray put up a thread in the Everything Pro Wrestling Facebook group. If you're not there, feel free to join it. It is called the Everything Pro Wrestling Facebook group. I had overslept by about 15 minutes, I think. And Ray had a thread up for us already. So much love to Ray, man. Thank you for that.
Beautiful.
And he talks about watching two of his all-time favorites put on some good matches. We will definitely get into that. And shout out to Santana and Takeshita. I love it. Sean, I'm going to need you to clear your throat for this next one.
Let's do it.
Get ready, brother.
I'm actually going to sing it today. I'm not going to just say it. I'm actually going to sing it today. That's how good of a mood I'm in. I'm searching for a miracle. I believe the impossible. Shout out to Miracle Man. He says, what up to my favorite podcast tag team, Conrad and Sean. As always, looking forward to the two of you discussing some wrestling and with the chat. Side note, it is Thanksgiving for us here in Canada. Salute to our northern neighbors, and of course, salute to the one and only Miracle in the building.
Appreciate you, Miracle. We got Vinny.
The only Vinny we like.
Says, happy Monday, about to get home from DB coaching from varsity football from my old high school. Happy to hear y'all. God bless.
God bless you too, brother.
Appreciate you, Vinny. Go easy on them kids when they make a mistake one time. I'm just trying to get them a free pass because, I know
no participation trophies, man.
XG Dub, what up? Appreciate y'all, man. Definitely cooking up some good stuff within the group, man.
XG Weezy, I don't know where that just came from. I don't know where that just came from. That was weird. Shout out to XG Dub. That was weird. Sorry.
XG Dub tacos in our comment section every time, so it's all right.
M. Lazy Fashizi's in the building. He says, hello. Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good weekend, and let's kick the week off right with the two aces of our pro wrestling community. We appreciate you, Matt Lopez. Thank you, sir.
Yes, and we will definitely be talking about that ending to Raw. Like I said, we're going to definitely just start throwing up stuff in here. Let me see who we haven't gotten to yet. BJ says, happy Monday to everyone. It's midterms. Get those assignments turned in, LOL. Hope you all are doing well. We appreciate you, Professor.
The Professor.
Mike Tenay. Well, this is Juventud Guerrera here. He has spent a decade training in Lucha Libre. that was my guy.
And has mastered the Dragon Screw Leg Whip.
Guy Will Gamble says, Europe was good, everybody. Appreciate you.
Gamble? Appreciate you, man.
BJ, thank you for putting in the the little notifications for Nightbot. We appreciate that, sir. T-Ferg says, what's good, fella? Hope everyone had a good weekend. I'm assuming this is going to be a heavy WWE edition today. It's going to be, we're going around the globe today.
Everything. That's what she said.
That's right. Look at that. McKinney said, yo, I'm here to talk wrestle with the Fire Live chat and my go-to guys for wrestling content. Clash of the podcast, and I'll let y'all know, be there for others, but never leave yourself behind.
I finally came up with a nickname I think McKinney will like.
The Gem Dropper. What do you got?
Never say that again. Here we go. Here we go. That was just as bad as the one I came up with for XG Dub that I immediately apologized for. All right.
No apologies here. I learned from RJ City.
The Young Masters Edition.
We'll see if he approves.
The Young Masters Edition, McKinney.
Your boy Doug's in the chat. Another Monday, another clash. Conrad, Sean, chat, teach me. Stat-wise, the Giants are better than the Eagles, too, he said.
Oh, Lord. I wouldn't go that far, but I'll take the win. I'll tell you that much.
You know who makes me sick while we're talking football? Sorry, y'all. We got to get in our sports bag while we're doing the intro a little bit, though.
Mm-hmm.
If I see your boy on the Colts, Sean, one more time.
Oh, he makes me sick.
Looks like Joe Montana. What?
I'm disgusted, bro. I don't even want to talk about it. I'll talk about it because it's you, bro. But I'm disgusted. Like, it's like, dude didn't even want to. Something's weird about this. Something's very weird. All of a sudden, he's looking like freaking, like you said, Joe Montana.
Rob brought up a good point, though. They haven't played a lot of good people. Like, he was talking to me about it. He was just like, I wouldn't say that they've had the best competition either right now. So maybe he thinks that the fraudulent game may be exposed sooner than later.
Well, I hope so, because I'm not a hater, but I'm hating this time.
John L, what's good, man? He said, I went to TNA Bound for Glory. It was my first TNA show. It's something I'm going to remember. John L, what made you want to go to TNA? I'm curious to know that. Daniel Jones, Manning getting busy. Guy Will Campbell.
Bro, it's ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, and Doug says, look up total yards, different stats. Giants on paper should have and did win that game. That's true.
Fair enough.
Sean, let's talk about it. I'm starting with the news though today first. Why? Why not? Oh, actually, do you want to promote your show this Thursday?
Yeah, make sure you guys check out my channel, man. We're gonna come over to Hubbard Wrestling Weekly for a very special edition of Hubbardonomics, man. We're gonna talk about the fact that resumes count. It's a phrase that I have coined here on Clash of the Podcast, and we're gonna talk about how resumes count. We're gonna be discussing world champions that never should have been, as well as those who should be champion and never have been. It's gonna be spicy. That's all I'm gonna say.
It'll definitely be a fun conversation.
Thursday night, 8:35 p.m. Make sure you tune in, man. It's gonna be crazy.
And for us as well this week, I'll get this out the way early as well. Make sure that you guys are over here, subscribe to Everything Pro Wrestling. Dynamite review will not be Wednesday because I got to get some sleep for work. So what I'm going to do is on Thursday, we are going to have the Dynamite Collision all-in-one review with BJ joining me. He has been nice enough to help out on these Thursday ones. And then we are also going to get into our preview and predictions for WrestleDream, but we're also going to let Sean get into some of his thoughts on WrestleDream today as well. But let's get into the wrestling news.
So in case anybody's confused, Hubbardonomics, then, right? Or are we going to
flip it.
Okay, so it's going to be EPW followed by Hubbardonomics. So you got a double header that night.
Yeah, so I'll probably start at 7, get a break, get your drink on, and then me and Sean will go on, and we'll be talking about some.
Yeah, we got you covered on all fronts. Let's do it.
Let's get into some of this wrestling news, man. Sean, Kylie Ray, man. We found out that her and several others have left the WWE ID program. This program was supposed to be the next big thing. They had a lot of prospects from the independent scene. We found out Zeta Steele has left. If you are on the East Coast, you know who that is. But they have kept Shawn Legacy. We have also seen some others leave, but we also have seen Cappuccino Jones stick around. Marcus Mathers appears to be sticking around. So is this a sign that this isn't working? Like your champion's gone? The inaugural champion's not? Okay. That's weird.
How do I say this lightly and politically correct? It's not working because it's stupid. That's the reason why it's not working.
I thought he was actually going to be serious there for a second, folks. He got me too.
It's not working. It's not working because it's a stupid idea. It was eyebrow raising for all the wrong reasons when it was first announced. As good, here's me being fair, as good as NXT and the Performance Center was a good idea, as much as I should say is that it was a good idea, is as bad as this ID thing was. It's ridiculous. This is not college football. Relax.
Well, they were trying to monopolize the indies so that way you
can
cut off. You were trying to cut off a pipeline for people to go to other places. So I didn't think that was a good idea. And I definitely agree, Clown. Since it's well-known knowledge, Kylie Ray said she was pregnant, goes out, and then now you're removed. Like that's I don't know.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
And I'm not gonna lie. While we're there, I'm gonna jump to some other news that happened today. Ridge Holland announced that he will not be renewing his contract when it expires on November 14th. He put it up via his Instagram. So the guy gets hurt on your dime, and he's done. You told him like, yeah, we're not renewing your contract, and I think he said that they would take care of the rest of the stuff, but he won't have any money coming in, and he's got a family. Like that sucks. I don't know. I'm not for that. I think that they should try to take care of these people a little bit better, but and I'm not listening. And in ring wise, I'm not gonna be the first one out there to break my neck to save Ridge Holland. Me and Sean won't get into any arguments about that today.
You took the words right out of my mouth, my brother. I'm not the biggest Ridge Holland fan, but I don't see anybody lose an opportunity to take care of their family either.
Right. Deanna said might be the best thing for Ridge. Well, hopefully he can go somewhere else and apply his craft. Maybe TNA is the place for him. I don't know. We'll see.
I think that he needs to, this is an opportunity for me to kind of jump off of the back of Nia Jax, because Nia Jax is usually the person I talk about the most in situations about reckless endangerment in the ring. Ridge Holland's in the same boat. He needs to polish.
Well, Ridge is hurting himself.
Right.
I mean, I feel bad for him. Like I said, he's gotten caught 2 times with some leg injuries. So
yes,
prayers up to Ridge Holland, man. I hope the family figures out a way to recover from this sad news. And last but not least, Sean, and actually, no, there might be one more thing. So Sean Rossat put this up, and he got it from Corey Hayes from bodyslam.net, confirmed by Fightful Select. These are all the names that have been released recently. And like I said, a lot of them were kind of like Evolve folks. Wesley got released, and you may be like, Conrad, why are you perplexed? Why are you puzzled by this? Wesley had a shockingly, and I'm saying shockingly because I didn't think it would be as good as it was, a shockingly good North American Championship reign when there weren't many things to be talking about on that show.
Right.
He turns heel, and then you don't have anything for him, and now he's gone? I don't get it.
It's a complete knock on the creative. It has nothing to do with Wesley, but unfortunately, Wesley has to pay the price along with these other young people who are trying to make a name for themselves.
Do you think it's just the case that we got younger people and
the thing for me is that I just kind of double talked right there. People who are trying to make a name for themselves. Wesley already made a name for himself, so it's kind of weird. It's weird on multiple fronts, bro.
Right. Yeah. Let me see here. Deanna said Wesley was the shocker for me, but they quit using him. Yeah, they replaced him with Javon. A lot of people were saying that Javon Evans kind of took his spot.
That's kind of the spot that's a really good point, Deanna.
Yeah. So what is the best landing spot for him going back to TNA, Sean?
Yeah, he should go back to TNA, maybe get some business going with the
Rascals
again. Yeah, do something.
Yeah. That could be his next landing spot.
He won't be jobless. That's for sure.
And not for long, if that.
Mm-hmm.
And then last one, I'm sorry. War Games. A WWE source says wild rumor is actually an option about Austin Theory joining the team. I want you to save that, Sean, because we're going to get into that when we start talking about Monday Night Raw a little bit more.
Not a problem, sir.
So we'll keep that in mind when we get to War Games. But remember, we told you about Austin Theory here. First show on the docket. I'm just going to go in order of how the cards appeared to us. Crown Jewel, Perth. Sean told me, Conrad, you need to wake your lazy behind up and get up at 8 a.m. And guess what? I did it. I did get up. I was a few minutes late, but I was like, you know what? Let me get up. Sean's not wrong here. I would like to sleep one of these days, but apparently that's not going to happen until I'm going down into the grave. It ain't going to happen. So it did not happen. But I enjoyed this show much more than WrestlePalooza. Now, WrestlePalooza could have been biased.
Right. There you go.
Well, no, I came from a show that was fantastic in my mind, and I come back to where I was, and I sit down, and I watch the show, and I'm like, what is this? And I was just
I would say WrestlePalooza just wasn't that good. Again.
Average.
Here. Always remember that. Here.
When WWE was bad, I kept telling people, y'all can go back and listen to me and Sean since day one. We've been telling y'all this. But sometimes
even for 163 episodes, we've been trying to put people on, bro.
And sometimes I think they're missing it. We open up with, I don't know what they called this. It was some kind of street fight. Was it a Perth street fight?
An Australian street fight.
Oh, you guys know
what they're going to do. Great job by Creative coming up with a fantastic name for this match. We're in Australia, and it's a street fight. Morons.
Get ready to see boomerangs and all types of things that people who don't know anything about Australia will associate with Australia.
Pretty much.
And you had the big dog Roman Reigns out there doing what he always does, basically giving people that what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't want to say the A word. He's a character.
That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. It's okay to say aura. That's what it is.
I know, but it's just overused.
No, I hear you. It is overused, but in this case, it is accurate.
He came out, he brought his aura. Him and Bronson Reed, I thought had a darn good match, man. And Bronson Reed, I'm glad he got to perform in his home continent. We'll say I don't know where he's from in Australia, but he got to perform.
Like that's a good job by you.
Yeah, so he got to do his thing here, man. I thought he looked good in this match.
Well, you know how I feel about Bronson Reed. I'm actually a fan of his a lot more than the other guy in his group. Well, I'm a fan of everybody more than I'm a fan of the other guy in his group. So, so that doesn't really mean much. But I will say that I am a fan of Bronson Reed. I am not happy he won this particular match. I feel like him winning the last time he didn't win the last time. He just kind of beat the crap out of him the last time. So I guess in a lot of ways he should have won. But, I mean, Roman's losing a lot. That's all I'm going to say. Roman's starting to lose a lot, and I don't know what this means moving forward. But for Bronson Reed, he has positioned himself now to be a major player. And speaking of major players, Jey Uso's a major player, and he made a big mistake on the field at Crown Jewel.
Yeah, they Roman told people to stay out of the match, and they ended up getting in there, and I wouldn't say it cost Roman, but it was not good. Roman ate that tsunami, and listen, not many people can say they pet Roman Reigns and Okada. I'm just putting it out there.
That's a fact. Look, all I can say is this, man. Like, I don't like what's going on with the bloodline. I don't. It's a mass of confusion. It's a mass of cluster, you know what? And this just added to it. I'm watching this match, and I'm like, as soon as I saw the spear, I was like, okay, it's going to lead to more dissension. Roman doesn't want to see anybody till Christmas, like whatever that means. Like, I don't know if you saw the quote, like, I don't want to see you till Christmas. I love you, but I don't want to see you till Christmas. It's like, okay, like, it's getting corny now. Like, can I actually I can't believe I'm saying this. The bloodline is starting to get corny because of the way they're being booked. Three of the most charismatic, entertaining guys on the roster being booked so poorly that I'm kind of like looking at it like, get them off my TV.
Yo, these guys are up here saying the Usos aren't welcomed at Thanksgiving.
Right. He said, I don't know if you looked a little lost when I said that. I think, did you hear? You did. Okay, you did.
Yeah, I heard what he was saying. Listen, I've been over this bloodline thing, and that could have been from the glazing of it. From many of people, I was just like, look, guys, we're done with this. Shout out to Zach. I see you in the chat talking about some National M&M Day.
There you go.
Hi, my name is not the candy M&Ms. I don't. All right, let me flip this because I don't want to even get into the Jey Uso thing. Do you feel more confident with the news that has come out about creative stuff? Like, there's going to be some shakeups in creative. Like, are you a believer in this right now? Because I feel like we're seeing different things, but I don't know what's changed. Because Road Dogg's still the head writer. You just think it's tabloids?
I think WWE is corny, and I think they dose us a big barrel of corn every week. And I don't see that changing unless the guy with the big nose is no longer in charge.
Oh. Okay. The story has reverted back to the beginning and said Jay has as a world champion. I don't know where we're gonna go with Jay. I'm really confused with this Jey Uso arc right now. Like, I'm lost. I don't know what's Jimmy supposed to do. Roman's kind of just there.
Thank God he won that title at WrestleMania 41, because that little 3-month window, I would still be up on my soapbox right now screaming that Jey Uso, and I'll tell you something, Jey Uso may never be world champion again.
Yep. Yeah. Honestly, and that's what I thought was going to happen. I told you, I thought they were going to miss the boat and just say, like, there's too many guys ahead.
I guess to your point, I got to give you credit. I should be happy that he got those 3 months.
Yeah. Isn't it sad that you got to just be grateful that we gave you something?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, here, shut up, take this.
100%. You know what? I'm glad Clown brought this up too. Superficial changes. Nakamura got his theme back. A lot of people. Kairi Sane had her theme back today on Raw. Like,
the Profits got their theme back.
Yeah. What's going on here?
It's very simple, my brother. It's very simple. It's about babyface and heel. They wanted to really babyface Nakamura up. That music does it every time. I guess they're going back to the Profits being baby faces because the fans have been responding to them positively.
We're not going to do what we've teased this whole time. Like,
right. Weird.
I just need people to keep that same energy who complain about complaining. Once again, I'm not saying that, but I will look at you sideways if you complain about someone else doing it and not. There's going to be another match where I'm going to bring that up. Sean, let's keep it moving into the next match, man. We did have Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vaquer. I'm not going to lie to you, Sean. This was my low point of the night.
Okay.
This is the weakest match on the card to me. And I don't know if it was boo-boo face, which I kind of sensed from the entrance. You know what boo-boo face is?
No, I'm with you 100%. I will say this. It certainly wasn't good.
It wasn't bad either. It was
the right person won, but it was mid.
Yeah. Stephanie Vaquer is out there, and it is clear she is the new favorite, Sean.
She's the face that runs the place.
They're trying with her. They're doing everything that they can.
She's the champ that runs the camp.
If y'all can see how I'm looking. Come on, Sean. Come on with this, Sean.
Pre-meta that's... I got nothing.
she got the big dub.
And I love Stephanie Vaquer, but I'm not real big on Tiffany Stratton anymore.
I'm just waiting to see what obstacles they put in front of her, and we haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm just curious to see like who's her feud going to be with. And once again, we're in this weird cycle with the women's division, Sean, where it's like she probably needs to get set up for a match with Rhea Ripley, but you don't want to do it too soon, so you're waiting for that big moment to do it. But you got to get through all that sludge. I just think about that one match where we did the whole Snap Famous. I don't want to do that right now to anybody, but it made me think of that when we couldn't figure out like what's her name? Who's in that match?
Zoe.
Chill.
No, get well soon. I'm just kidding.
but it just like, why are we wasting our time with this? And I hope we don't do that again here. Like, we have plenty of people in the women's division I think are credible.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll leave it on. People said that Hunter was going to... No, he was just being overly,
That whole forehead to forehead thing that he does with the women is cringe, bro.
That might just be his dad thing. I don't know what he's doing there.
His dad thing.
You know how dads like that.
Conrad, don't do that. Don't do that. Triple H is a creep. Triple H is a creep. Cut it out.
I don't.
Cut it out. You don't have to go forehead to forehead to congratulate someone. Give the girl a hug.
Well, number one, that's too close for me. I don't like that. But
you're a married man. There you go. If it's too close for you, it should be too close for him.
I'm talking about I'm not talking about marriage. I'm talking about even coaching. Back up, bro.
Oh, fair enough. Right, fair enough.
I'm not a big like hugger and all that stuff with all this. I'm like, all right, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Copy. I feel you on that.
But we'll see what happens with them. Thank you, MJB, for the updates with Rich Holland. I hope there's not more releases. I saw what you had put that he just said something on his social media. Let's get into this next match. Now this is the next match here, and I'm going to say something bad. I promise you after this, it's all going to be favorable, at least for me. Keep that same energy when stories. I heard somebody say that this match didn't need a story, and I agree with that. This match didn't need a story because it's all based on past history. Sean, if another company did that, and it doesn't have to be AW, it could be anybody. Rip to shreds, right? Rip to shreds. Just wanted to point that out.
Where's the story, bro?
John Cena and AJ Styles have a storied history. I'm totally cool with that. They can tell a story in the ring. This was their love letter to pro wrestling. And I did see some people questioning how this should have been done or whatnot. I didn't mind it. I liked it. I like callbacks and things like that. And you can do them here and there. Every match doesn't need to be this, but when it's the right moment, and this felt like the right moment to do it because they are a product of what? The early 2000s, that whole scene.
Yep.
AJ Styles.
They're 05 babies, man. 05.
Yeah, that was their peak, man. And AJ came out in the TNA shorts. The hair looked weird still to me with this, but you know what? It was good to see AJ Styles out there doing this thing, man.
He wasn't going to get a haircut.
It would probably feel weird to see AJ with short hair, man. I can't even remember last time he had
short hair. Now that's going the extra mile. If you got the crew cut for that, oh my, yeah. Yeah, that would have been too much.
They were going to do that. But we saw callbacks here to Chris Jericho. Funny enough, they mentioned his name. Keep an eye on that in the next couple months.
Mm-hmm.
We saw one for The Miz. We saw one for The Miz, the accolade even for what was it? Rusev. We even saw the Bray Wyatt one definitely got me a little bit because then they put up the phones and then he did like the little nod up. Cena's so good, man. By the way, if you haven't seen Peacemaker, check it out. RKOs, and then we even had a choke slam for the Undertaker. Hats off, man. And I love that AJ did stuff for Frankie Kazarian. He did stuff for Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe. Very good, man. I really, really enjoyed what they did in this match. And this is the image of Cena hitting the Sisters Abigail, which I thought was beautiful. Fun match. Definitely one to add to the match of the year contenders, in my opinion. Probably Cena's best match.
I'm going to say something about a John Cena match that I've never said before in my life. I loved it.
Really?
I absolutely I have been trying to nitpick this match for the past 2 days. What can I say bad about this yellow shirt wearing loser? But I'm starting to respect him, bro. As he walks out the door, I'm starting to respect it. And that match was an instant classic. I have nothing negative to say about this match.
With Cena, for me, sorry, back to a little negative.
Sure.
I will always respect Cena for the work that he put in, but I will never respect how, like, I'm never going to lie to people and be like, oh, no, he was so great back then. No, we were sick of him.
We were sick of him. We were.
Yeah, and you didn't give anyone else a chance. And is that all John's fault? No, but I'm sure he didn't make it better either. I'm sure he wasn't in there.
And to your point, you rode hip hop culture all the way to the top and then abandoned it once you got there.
Yeah, and I think that they should have fought harder to at least keep the hip hop element in there. He didn't have to curse and all that stuff. The show was PG long before. SmackDown's rated TV PG back then. Yep. So what happened?
Yep, exactly.
But it magically just disappeared, and he never went back to it unless he wanted to make for a cool moment. So I didn't like that. But I'll say this: John Cena, that arena was filled with those shirts. Filled, Sean.
100%.
I was like, are they giving these things away for free or what? I would love to see the merch check from that one. He got his aid. I guarantee that day for that show when that check clears, it's over.
I mean, it was massive. I can't lie.
Queen of the Indies, what is going on, Tiff? Appreciate you. AJ Styles was just on IWTV with short hair. Yo
that logo for Tiffany is amazing.
Jen Carter said, hello, Conrad and Derek. What up? What up, Jen?
My name's not Derek.
Listen, Jen, KJ, this is Sean. Sean, good friend.
I'm just nothing but love for my guy Derek, but I'm not Derek.
We don't know where Derek is tonight. He's somewhere in the streets right now.
Yo, shout out to what's her name?
Jen Carter.
Jen Carter. We appreciate you being here, but the name is Sean. Nice to meet you. What's going on here?
Rob, thank you. That was true. He did go down on the chokeslam. He said that was a chokeslam for Big Show, by the way. Maybe it was. Maybe it was for Paul White. But either way, the tributes were good. Cena is my era's Hogan. I always have said that, Vinny. I promise you. That is so true. It's not about any company. It's about Hall of Famers. Had any lesser wrestlers tried, the crowd would have been hijacked. Could be right. Maybe. But you could always tell that stuff, though. AJ looked weird with the trucks again with long hair. I said the same thing, Vinny. Same thing. Hey, I know Maria. That's funny. Small world, Tiff.
Well, but can somebody put me on? Because I need some, I mean?
No, just people you interact with sometimes. When you see like their post, I'm like, I know.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, Tiff's got a lot of friends on the indie scene, man.
Tiff is super popular. Big shout out to her, man.
Yo, for sure. Yeah, but great match, and shocking enough to say, me and Sean enjoyed it. So if you thought we were coming here to slam dunk on it, we did it.
Oh, that was top 5.
Going into this next match, the Kabuki Warriors taking on Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. I thought this was a fine match. I don't have any complaints about it. It was a match. It sucks when you're the come down match, is what I'll say.
That's what she said. It was okay.
They came in, did their best. Rhea Ripley feels stuck. and Io's kind of now just like joining the stuckness. So hopefully they can get them out of this soon, and they're not in a feud with the Kabuki Warriors forever here. But they made it work. They made it work, and we'll see what happens moving forward for all of these ladies when we get to it. Last but not least, it was the top two, the WWE champion versus the World Heavyweight champion, Cody Seth, for the 900th time. Who's going to do it, Sean? And
we all knew Seth would win because he had to.
I did like Seth's gear a little bit. I did like the tribute. If you
fire.
see that little sliver down the side, all of those were
fire.
matches that he had with Cody, and they were paying tribute.
Yep.
And yeah, I love the kick pads. I don't know. Seth's gear worked this time for me. I was like, okay, I can get down with this a little bit. And he did a coast to coast headbutt on the Cody. He did his thing. The finish of the match, though, bro, we got people kicking out of crossroads off the top rope. Meanwhile, Seth puts on a watch on his head, punches Cody one time, and then hits
lightly punches.
Yo, a watch will cut you, bro. I don't even play basketball against people who are like wearing watches. I'm like, yo, back up, bro, because I know I'm getting cut. Yeah, instantly. If you got the metal ones too with the metal clasp, it's a wrap, bro. You're getting cut. I guarantee it. Someone's gonna be bleeding or something's gonna happen. But what'd you think of the match, though, Sean?
No, it was great. Look, I'm not gonna knock them. It was a good match. I mean, the crossroads off the top and them kicking out was like both annoying and made me relieved too, because I thought that meant Cody was going to win again, and I didn't want Cody to win again. I don't want Cody to win any match, so that's where I'm at with Cody. But, Seth winning made more sense, and I'm glad he kicked out. But, like, don't have him kick out of a super crossroads. It's like it takes the value of the move away.
Yeah, like if he hits that, we should feel like it's over. And when that happened, I was like, dang, bro, how many of these Cody's going to have to hit from now on people?
Yeah, exactly. So at this point, I mean, I'm cool with it. Seth being the crown jewel champion doesn't bother me. That belt really doesn't mean anything. It was more about the fact that Seth got over the hump and finally beat Cody for the first time.
Yeah, and then they got rings for their stuff. I did like what Stephanie did with her ring to give the taunt. Meanwhile, Seth looks like he's trying to cover the name of it up because he doesn't want to be in any future photos or something. Yep. I don't know what he was doing here. But those are your winners for Crown Jewel. I don't know. I don't like the gimmick. What would you give this show overall, Sean, if we're looking at you?
Well, Cena and AJ was A+. So I'd give the match a B. I mean, I'd give the show a B.
I would go B+. I wasn't too upset with it, so I think we're in the ballpark with each other there on that one.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, Matt agrees with you. He said B show. So yeah, but that was good. Way better than WrestlePalooza. That's all that I was.
Oh, way better. Way better.
Yeah, can't do that again to us, man. Let's move into. Let me see if I can do the voice. TNA, Bound for Glory.
Not bad.
Cross the line.
Not bad. At the wrestling capital, live from the wrestling capital of the world, Lowell, Massachusetts.
Lowell does have mad like shows from there that are like classic though.
No, they got Madison Square Garden, the Staples Center, Lowell,
Massachusetts, where one time Shawn Michaels lost the European title to Triple H.
And an epic contest. But
Finger Poke of Doom gets a lot of hate forever.
It's true, right? I feel you on that.
Title magnitude, though. We start off with the countdown to Bound for Glory here for this show, Sean. We had the Inspiration, who apparently there's a lot of people in TNA about to give up them contracts, but we're going to see, versus the Elegance brand. It was a fun one. They definitely tried to make some moves here, but the Inspiration ended up getting the win. Don't have a lot to really say about it.
Don't have a lot to say either, except for the fact that Inspiration should have won, and I'm glad they did.
Yeah, and I think they're going to end up re-signing. So there's rumor, Sean, that there's a TV deal on the horizon. So I wonder if those contracted talents are going to be willing to stay now. I just wonder how much money they're getting and what's going to happen. Yep. We did get Hall of Fame inductions here for the beautiful people. I shared my beautiful people story. I'll never say anything bad about Velvet Sky. She was very nice to me before and always just retweeted me and just said, oh, you guys were so nice and respectful, blah, blah, blah. So to Velvet Sky, much appreciated. Angelina Love's a local around here, so I always got to show some love. So I'm happy that the beautiful people got to go in. And like I said, I just hope that can up their charges $5 or something for when they do autograph signings and stuff.
Yeah, they're super dope. They're super dope. They were the top tier female competitors of TNA for a couple of years. So shout out to them. They deserve to be in the TNA Hall of Fame. I think they were no doubters.
For sure. Also being added was Mickie James. I think she's someone else who should have been in there as well for the multiple times she came back to the company, did business, helped put people over, always did the right thing with just the matches that she had, and when it was time to stay, time to go, Mickie James nailed it each and every single time. Love that Nick Aldis got to share his little social media stuff about it and narrate some of her stuff, but good for Mickie James.
Mickie James, top tier, somebody I have a lot of respect for. Her contributions to TNA are undeniable, and hence why she's a rightful member of their Hall of Fame.
Yeah, and I love that Mickie James shouted out CM Punk, Raven, for sure. For sure. T-Ferg said they forgot Madison Rayne. Oh, they didn't forget Madison Rayne. They know where she's working these days. Trust me.
There you go.
They're like, nah, we're good.
Or Lacey Von Erich as well.
She did have a short time in there. I don't know what she's doing these days. I haven't heard from Lacey Von Erich in years. Man, wait, throwback name, man. This is why Sean's in the seat, man. This is why he's here.
What I can do when I can do it.
So we have TNA Bound for Glory. We kicked off things with the International Championship. Frankie Kazarian, Steve Macklin, fine contest. Frankie Kazarian did his own little tribute to AJ Styles in this match, and this is where I was like, all right, guys, let's take it easy here with these.
A lot of love festing going on.
But they're all best friends, so I kind of understood it. He just did like a little Pele kick for him. Macklin ends up getting the big dub here and regaining his international championship. His mom even slapped Frankie Kazarian, bless her heart. But yeah, Macklin ends up getting the win here.
And rightfully so. I mean, that title belongs to him. Kazarian, I think, was a placeholder, a respectable placeholder, but that belt belongs around the former champion's waist, and now the former champion is now the new champion.
We get into Gia Miller versus Tessa Blanchard. Tessa definitely came out. She had some we see why she was gone now. Let you guys figure that out. But Tessa was back, came out there. She had she's not Alicia Fox anymore. What's her new name, Sean?
Victoria. I don't even know.
Yeah, she came out. The former Alicia Fox was in her corner. Gia Miller had oh my goodness, I can't even think of her name right now. It's making me mad. She teams with Danny Luna. Help me, somebody. Chat's gonna help me here. She was in her corner. Someone put Ahmed Johnson. That's definitely not who was in the corner. She had someone in her corner. This match was fine. Gia got to go out there on a bigger stage. For people who don't know, Gia does wrestle, so she got to go out there and do her thing. But I never for a second believed that she was going to win.
So I was right about it. It was Victoria. Okay.
Thank you, Ace. Jody Threat. Thank you. Shout out to you, Ace. Yeah. So I don't know, Sean.
Shout out to Quilly for making Victoria the last name, Victoria Crawford. Thank you.
Yes. Tessa hit her with a roll of quarters for the win. I don't even know where she pulled that roll of quarters from. Maybe it was from the enhancements. Maybe that's why she got him to pull those quarters out. But it's whatever, man. I don't know.
I couldn't care less about Tessa Blanchard, and I'm very disappointed in Victoria Crawford, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And you know what? I won't leave it at that. I won't leave it at that. Let me little. We all know the deal when it comes to Tessa Blanchard, right? Now, to me, all I'm going to say is this. If I know that Conrad Cushman is a terrible person and my boss tells me I have to work with Conrad Cushman, for those of you who are saying, what if they told her to work with her? Maybe she has no choice. If I'm told to work with a horrible human being, I'm going to do everything in my power to not do that. Do I know if Victoria Crawford has gone to the end of the earth to try to not work with this person? I don't. I'm just saying it's not a good look. Is that fair?
Yeah, and she might. I think I was the one who mentioned it to you. Like, she might just be put into a bad position too. New company, you're brand new around here. You're complaining about, and they might say give her the snips. But
I'm not going to go
either
too
way,
far. I'm not going to go too far, but I will say it's not a good look, and I think that's a fair statement.
yeah. And my fair statement is no, not a fan of Tessa.
There you go.
Call your shot, Gauntlet. We did have some fellow YouTubers in this one, Sean. Could be you one day. Brandon Does Everything. BDE ended up in this. He is a wrestler. Often can be seen on Wrestle Revolver. We had a bunch of people in it. So one tag team, Sinner and Saint, had to flip a coin for who was going to be in the match. But then all of the Rascals got to be in there because Santino said that they could all be in as one entrant. What? And then Santino comes out there to stop something with Kazarian, and then he puts himself in. And they were like, oh, he must have just motioned to put himself in the match. And I was like, what is this? What are we doing right now?
Weird.
Like, you're stretching a lot here. But for what it was, they did try to make this interesting. You thought at the end that it was going to be Cardona and Nick Nemeth. Nope. Frankie Kazarian hit on the outside the whole time. So it came down to Frankie and Nick Nemeth.
And let me tell you something. Nick Nemeth is here to show the world. He's here to show the world. Come on.
In the day, that was my guy, bro. That was my guy. I used to cheer for him.
I love Dolph Ziggler, man.
I still love Dolph. The issue is it's hard to cheer for someone that you know is just not.
That's right. I agree. Similar to me now with Jey Uso. It's getting really upsetting every week.
They did the double pin thing where they do a double suplex and then they both raise their legs up and both refs counted 3. And this was convoluted for no reason. And I was just like, okay. Santino's right there. He's like, you're both winners. And I'm like, wait a minute, bro. You have the authority to just you have the authority to make this right, and you don't do it. So now they're cold.
You can't do that at Bound for Glory. You can't do that at Bound for Glory. That it's your biggest show. You can't have a non-conclusive ending. You can't do that at Bound for Glory. That was silly. That was just silly, bro.
Yeah, Ace said that ending was dumb. Yeah. MJB said Ziggler on Chris Van Vliet saying he's not going to NXT is very telling. I don't blame him. Well, he did everything.
Yep.
Yeah. Why would he want to be there? And he said he was taking a chance away from someone who may want to go there one day. So, yeah, I don't have anything else to say about this.
Yeah, I mean, it's silly. It's silly, and I think we know that that's not the last silly thing we're going to see on the show.
That, you know what? That one, that was probably the second maddest I got at this show.
Right.
TNA would not be TNA without being TNA. I'm interested in your thoughts on this next one. Kalani Jordan versus Indy Hartwell. Now, I missed a little chunk of this one. I was trying to take care of some things around the house, and Kalani Jordan ends up getting the win. And I saw the aftermatch, Sean, where like the handshake and Indy left dejected. And I was just like, maybe they're trying to tell a longer story because Kalani just got the belt, but she's also like stone cold in the alliance. Like, what? It's not Kalani's fault either.
Going on record right now, it's not Kalani's fault. This is the worst thing winning that title and the way they're booking her of Kalani's career. They're screwing her up. They're screwing her up big time, Conrad. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all because she looks like a traitor. She looks like she's a flip-flopper. It's like Stone Cold, but it's not the same. It's not good. The Stone Cold thing was stupid too, but it was Stone Cold. So, okay, it's Stone Cold. That's okay. As long as he stuns somebody, we're okay. Kalani Jordan don't have that kind of clout.
Yeah.
Kalani Jordan's a jobber. She's a former jobber. Like, to me, even her being in that spot, Jada Parker should be in that spot, bro. And nobody can tell me different. Jada Parker has far more charisma and far more better moves than Kalani Jordan, in my opinion. Her or Soul.
I don't think they've done anything to elevate Kalani Jordan, though, since she won the North American Championship. Like, what have you given her? That's not her fault either, though. Like, what do you have for me? I don't know, man. Jada Parker is due. I hope Jada Parker gets her just due eventually.
She is due like your next month's rent. She is due.
And Indy,
first one eliminated, by the way, in the invasion, in the showdown.
yeah, that was very weird. I don't even want to get started on what was it, Miles Bourne and like his quick elimination, like some of the stuff from that. We didn't even get into the showdown recap really, but
there's nothing to get into. It stunk.
But you know who shined on that show? The guy in the next match, Mustafa Ali. It was the Order 4 versus the System. This is probably my shocking match of the night that I thought was really, really good. And I didn't think it, but it was even better than I thought it was going to be.
Well, I sent a message to Conrad during this match. Well, during the time I watched the match, because I watched it on delay. On Triller TV, by the way. Make sure you check it out. And I sent a couple of words to Conrad, and they went a little something like this. I like the System. I'm really starting to enjoy these guys.
Yeah, the group.
I like them.
They match well.
They do. It's not going to go down. It's not Evolution. It's not DX. But the System is. I like them. I like them as a unit. I really do.
Listen, we knew. I said if anyone's getting the pen, it's got to be Boston's own Eddie Edwards or Alicia Edwards in this. And let me tell you this: Alicia took a choke slam from I almost called him his indie name. I'll say it, Big Bill Collier. If you're from the New York area, you know this guy, but he's Agent Zero. Double choke slam into thumbtacks was crazy, fam. Crazy.
It was. For being a gangster.
Shout out to Ali. 450 onto the thumbtacks, and they moved.
And those tacks were not gimmick tacks.
Yo, wild, bro. Wow, Ali deserves way more respect, man, for what he puts into this, man.
His gimmick, I love his gimmick. I think he's fantastic. I think he should have won the North American Championship.
Bro, don't get me started, bro. He should have definitely. Yeah, Ali definitely deserves more. In my opinion, in TNA, this guy should be in the world title mix.
Agreed.
Easily. Yeah, fantastic match. Definitely my sleeper match of the night. Go check it out. Sean.
I'm all ears, brother. Here we go.
No, I need you here. I need you for this one. This match was fantastic. This match was fantastic. Leon Slater, Javon Evans. Listen, two young, hungry pro wrestlers just trying to make it in this grimy world of pro wrestling. I loved it. I love the work that these guys put in. They're fantastic, right? Mm-hmm. And this is what I'm talking about here sometimes. I'm not going to ignore. I don't want to listen. The finish is terrible to this match, by the way, when we get into this. I'm not going to ignore everything that happened before, though, and say, like, this wasn't a great match, blah, blah, blah. But this finish is hashtag LOLTNA. Like, you could just tweet it and people will know what it means as soon as you do it, Sean. Hashtag LOLTNA.
TNA/WWE.
But TNA just, they gave you a gift, bro. I get you didn't want to beat one of these guys, but a 20-minute time limit draw is the first thing that they came up with. Like, oh no, Santino comes out and says the match is going to continue. You bring everybody back up. Then you have Dark State come out. Dark State just lost the tag titles to the Hardys, bro. This is not good. This has got to be leading to a tag match. But if that's what you were going to do, why didn't you just do the tag match on this show instead? Why didn't you just do that? I'm done. I'm done with this, bro. I could really go on and yell way more, but you didn't do anything for either of these two brothers. And I get it. It might have been company politics. Like, we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose too.
It was shameful. What we saw was shameful. That finish was shameful. And it ruins an instant classic, honestly, because you can't put that down as an instant classic with that kind of finish.
Can you? Or a match of the year contender? No. I think it's like a cash-in when it happens on the show. Rhea and Io, perfect example. I love that match, but there's always kind of this weird feeling. And I'm not mad that Naomi won. I'm happy, but it's kind of like you didn't really conclude them.
Okay, I'm not going to go there because I think the Naomi cash-in was like that. See, to me,
because is that a separate match or is that part of that match now. Like, it's weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's like
weird. But to me, I think if you and you know what, let's ask the chat too. That's actually a really good question. Did you think Naomi's cash-in took away something from the Io versus Rhea match? The way that Dark State took away. That's, I think, the key question. What do you think was worse? The Naomi cash-in to change the fate of Io versus Rhea, or Dark State changing the fate of us having a winner between the match for the X Division Championship? I think the Dark State situation was way worse.
Yeah, way worse, because you were actually in the midst of a good match, and then you brought out Dark State that nobody wanted to see versus Naomi. People love Naomi. I was like, okay.
Right, and it leads to a no decision. A no decision, Conrad.
Matt Lopez is coming. He said, yes, WWE had influence on the finish, and that's being reported by PW Insider and Fightful. I did not know that.
Yo, clip this, bro. Clip this. You never hear me say clip this. I'm saying clip this. Chat, clip this. The Dark State run-in that led to a no contest in the X Division Championship match at Bound for Glory ruined the entire pay-per-view. I know we would end up seeing a new TNA World Champion. I know we've seen a lot of things that took place that night. But the Dark State ruining, and that's the key, ruining that match ruined the entire night. Because we will remember, Conrad Cushman, we will remember that run-in that led to the complete destruction of an instant classic into a cluster, you know what, for a long, long time. That
crazy.
The pay-per-view down a full grade, Conrad, and we'll get to that in a minute. A full grade.
McKinney said they should have left at the time. I would have been more happy with the time limit draw ending than that. I still would have been a little disappointed, but then you came back and big time disappointed me. And I could tell what they did. Hold on, I'm going to Quills because we haven't heard from him in a minute. He said, how many times does Javon Evans have to get screwed over before he wins the championship? This is beyond absurd and egregious.
Agreed. And they even talked big shout out to Quills. They even talked about how Javon Evans is like 0-5 in championship. He's like the new Jey Uso. It's just Javon Us.
Man, I just don't know what we're doing. And this is how I know that they thought they were slick, Sean. This is how I know they thought they were slick. Chris Bay comes out to announce the all-time North American attendance record. And I'm going to go to Matt Lopez in the chat because Matt Lopez said something. He questioned this number. I saw a lot of blue seats.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And I was like,
a lot of blue seats.
And that's how you know
right in the line of the camera too.
And I'm about to be fair real quick. I know AEW just got busted for All In trying to boost up those numbers too because they were real close to getting an extra little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work, Playboy. Somebody looked it up and they were like, nope, cost you to get some more money, I heard. So they didn't get to the goal that they needed to. Stop boosting your numbers. Everyone needs to just stop lying at this point. I don't know why we have to do this as promoters or what it is. Maybe it's to make it feel... bro. You know, Sean, I want to bring up your favorite WrestleMania, bro, but that's where everyone always
I know. 93,173 is a complete lie. It's more like 78,000.
Still remarkable. Why is that a bad thing?
Well, 93,173 broke the world indoor attendance record. That's why they lied.
Touche.
Not wrestling. A little history lesson, kids. 93,173 in 1987 broke the record for the Rolling Stones in New Orleans, Louisiana. That's what it wasn't about wrestling. WWE fictitiously held the world indoor attendance record for any event held indoors in the world. And it turned out it wasn't true. Well, allegedly it wasn't true.
Until Dave Meltzer was the one who came in and was like, time to fact check this.
So
and they didn't like that. Yeah. Touche, man. Look at Sean. This is why he's one of the best in the biz.
I do my homework, bro. Like, to me, that 93,173 makes me mad because I believed it.
For years, bro. We believed it for years. It's right behind you. Look at it. It's like it's haunting me right
I mean,
now.
it's still no, it doesn't. It's still one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. That doesn't take away from the nostalgia and the wonderful nature of the show. But the 93,000 part is a lie.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just sucks that it's a lie. But we'll move on. We'll move on. And I'm glad Chris Bay looks better too. I don't know if he's ever going to get into a ring again, but mad love for Chris Bay, man. Over 7,000 fans, worth being notified about now. Yo, chill. Got to sell that snake oil. Love it. Love it. We come up here next to the TNA and NXT Tag Team Champions, basically a battle of Hall of Famers. It was the Hardys versus the Dudleys, one final table. Had a good old-fashioned tag team table match in this one. What'd you think of it, Sean?
MJB, I was 8 months old.
When that happened, I was a month old.
There you go. There you go. So here we go. I'm gonna say something that's gonna bother some people. Might bother you, Conrad Cushman. I thought the match was terrible, and I don't think that we should be mad at him that it was terrible. Devon was out of shape. I'm out of shape. I'm not knocking him, but Devon was out of shape. Bubba Ray was out of shape. Matt and Jeff, we know, are on that. It wasn't. I don't think this match needed to happen. I think you can give people their flowers without saying, let's go through tables in order to do it. I love nostalgia. I think I love nostalgia even more than you. But you have to get to a point where you realize that Hogan and Flair on Raw in 2002 is not the same as it would have been 10 years ago. You have to you have to get to a point where you realize that Triple H being the world heavyweight champion at WrestleMania 32 doesn't make any sense. You have to get to that point. So for me, I was watching this match and I was appreciating the memories. But you know what went through my mind for most of the match? I just was hoping nobody would get hurt.
Yeah, I was scared for Jeff when he did the classic one that he always does.
Yes.
Why does Jeff Hardy need to jump off these ladders still?
There you go.
He does not need to do this. It is not necessary.
Now, what happened beforehand, meaning the entrances, the announcements, and what happened afterwards was amazing.
Can I throw some shade?
Sure.
Why do they have to be called Team 3D if you have a working relationship? They couldn't have just been the Dudley Boys tonight.
Facts.
And if I'm WWE, why didn't you put this match on?
There you go.
You could have definitely did way more with this, but
100%. But yeah, just to put a bow on it, I love what happened before the entrances. I love what happened afterwards with the symbolic passing of the torch. The in-ring retirement. Great job, Conrad. That's why you're the best in the business. But the in-ring action didn't do anything for me. As much as I love these two teams, and shout out to Edge and Christian as well, it didn't do anything for me other than make me worry that somebody was going to get injured. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, no. You just don't want to see like people you grew up watching get hurt before a paycheck or whatever you're out here doing this for. Devon worried me too after he did that spot. I was like, I hope Devon's all right. Like the way he got into the ring, if he was selling, remarkable job of selling Devon.
Right.
But
I don't think he was selling.
yeah, I was just like, man, I hope he's all right. And then the passing of the boots kind of made me like, man, it's really over for them. I think the Dudleys are done.
Shout out to Jesse at Pro Wrestling Shoot. He's laughing at my saying passing of the torch. Look, we can say what we want to say about the Hardys being older as well. And I agree. The Hardys are the reigning NXT and TNA World Tag Team Champions. I mean, how realistic and how understandable that is, we can debate that till the cows come home. But the fact is, they're the reigning NXT
and TNA World Tag Team Champions. Am I right or am I wrong?
Correct.
So, you can take them passing the torch as a joke all you want.
I think passing of the torch is usually reserved for like old veteran passes on to the new guy.
Agreed. But what I'm saying is they literally passed them the torch in their boots.
Yeah. They basically handed their boots over to him, which was crazy. Rob brought up a good point too. WWE didn't want to be responsible for one of these old wash fools destroying themselves. Yeah.
And shout out to Clown as well. They're also the reigning brand new House of Glory Tag Team Champions.
Funny how when other people are on title expeditions, it doesn't bother people.
Aha! Interesting. Yeah.
Just saying.
Good point for people listening on audio. Conrad just did the Monet dance.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just letting you know. It's kind of funny.
Right.
Kind of funny. Yeah. It was what it was. I don't know. I think I went in with low expectations for this one. So
and Conrad, to give it even more context, my brother, when the match was announced, I was like, ooh, 2025 table match, Hardys and that. When the match was announced, I was kind of like,
and they came out like the Dudleys. They had the Dudley music. Why couldn't they be just called the Dudleys instead of Team 3D? I guess they're trying to keep that mystique, like we're not really working together. So
right,
I'm just like lame
indeed.
Oh, and a small Conrad complaint about TNA production. Why are you playing the Hardys music as Devon and Bubba Ray are taking their final walk? The camera is on the Dudleys as they're leaving, and they're playing Hardy music. That's a strategic mistake by production.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Did you pick up on that? I'm like, this is weird. And as a matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. I'm gonna give you the floor. Didn't it look like? See, I think Devon was just ready to get out of there. Devon was extremely tired. Bubba Ray if you look at Bubba Ray's face, Bubba Ray looked a little confused. Because I think Bubba and Devon were waiting for them to play their music.
And it felt very weird, the whole like how Jeff was interacting with the fans, and I don't know. That just felt off to me at the end, but
yeah, bro.
Wait, what is this? Hold on, I'm going to Miracles thing real quick. I like Mercedes, however, let's be real. Only gas 10 belts in the literal sense, literary sense. TNA, NXT, fourth row. Yeah, they got all those belts, man.
They're the fourth row tag team champions as well?
Yeah, I went to that show. They were the tag champs.
They're the belt collectors. Oh, my.
And they did it first. They were on the gold. Remember the gold expedition?
Yeah.
And they were going out trying to be. Listen, I'm not knocking it. I just said it's funny when people have a problem with it. And I always will ask people, tell me your favorite Polish independent pro wrestling across the pond, please. Who's your favorite wrestler from there? Because people getting mad. She's taking away opportunities.
From who?
She's bringing business.
Exactly.
People just complain. Yeah, a promoter from Winnipeg got on and was like, no, she brought me a lot of money. No, shut up. Like, he was like, you're wrong. Yep. And I was like, yep. Dub's a dub. TNA Genesis, man, 2026 taking place in Dallas, Texas. So if you're in that area, don't say I never promoted TNA for you. And we get to the main event match, Trick Williams versus Mike Santana. If I hear Trick Shot or any of these other things, we got to get Trick some better names for his moves. But Trick Williams came out. He looked like a star. I'll say that. I think this has helped Trick Williams tremendously. And Mike Santana, from someone who didn't get all the title shots in the world or all the shots in the world while at AEW, a former tag team wrestler, a great tag team wrestler, I'll even say, it felt good to see him finally get his moment here.
I was wrong.
You need Booker T for that too. It always feels weird. Every time I'm just like, oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I was wrong. I'm happy I was wrong. Maybe WWE does have a soul after all, because I thought for sure Trick Williams would walk out with the belt.
Santana got his moment. I love that for him. The moment with his daughter was, as a parent, obviously, that's amazing. And it felt real to me, by the way. It felt very real to me. So big shout out to him. But yeah, WWE actually did the right thing. And notice I'm saying WWE. That's not me forcing it. That's me being real, bro. That's the way it flows. It's like I feel like this was a WWE event. Even the way the aisle was set up, where people walked to the ring, I felt it was really WWE-esque.
Like WWE in like the early '90s, that long ramp.
That's
with the
right.
curve.
That's right.
I'll say this too for the TNA show as a whole. Like, I thought that they did a good job putting this together, and what you said was true about the main event. If I would have saw Ricky Saints help him get the championship, I would have called that a big mistake. Not let him do it on his own. But they didn't go that route. Thank goodness. Mike Santana just straight up beat Trick Williams here. Hit him with that spin the block.
Look at Ace, man. Look at Ace. WWE doesn't own TNA yet. Okay. All right. Maybe not on paper.
If you can't sell without their permission, that sounds like
sounds like somebody's has their foot in the water, if you ask me. But okay, okay, Ace, I hear you.
We'll see. I'm interested to see what that TV deal is. I'm still going with the CW. So, and I agree with everyone in here yelling. Yo, I got called a TNA hater, bro. I have always pushed for people to like check out TNA, support TNA. I got called a hater because I questioned why he didn't win the title at Slammiversary. That was still the better show for him to win. I do not care what people say. Lowell, Massachusetts wasn't it. I don't know where they gave all those people those flags and all that. I know someone for production must have handed them out.
Of course.
Bro, it would have felt more authentic in New York City.
I'm not sure what the Boston, Lowell, Massachusetts demographic is. You know where I'm going here? A lot of Puerto Rican flags in the building for Lowell, Massachusetts. That's all I'm saying.
It's something I don't know, man. It was
not saying that there couldn't be Puerto Rican people in Lowell, Massachusetts,
and there were Puerto Rican people in the crowd. I'm just saying,
I
haven't seen those flags at other times when they've been in Lowell, Massachusetts. All those times.
The guy will get says, "Ain't no bodegas."
If anyone's from Boston, please let us know, or Massachusetts area.
Yo,
please let us know.
If Puerto Rico's in the house as it relates to Lowell, Massachusetts, and the Boston greater Massachusetts area, please let us know.
T-Ferg says, is it me or does it seem like all of WWE, NXT, and TNA champs are former AEW talent, women and men? I mean, is Mike Santana really a former AEW talent, or is Mike Santana from somewhere else? Like this I get into that debate with people all the time. I'm like, well, where are they really from? I don't assign homes to people. Like, look, you're on that roster right now. You're doing your thing. So as far as I'm concerned, TNA gave him his first shot. Good for him. And that's step one into elevating himself, because he could go back to AEW if he wants the bag. And Tony Khan's like, you're going to be my top guy. Mike Santana will be back,
especially now that he's the TNA champion.
Yeah. He might end up in WWE. He might be in NXT. We're gonna have to wait and see how this one plays out. But I'm interested to see where this goes. I'd love to see him and Ali get into another feud again. That's just me.
For the title.
Overall, Sean, grade for this show. What would you give it?
C+.
I went B-.
You heard what I said before. I'm saying C+, and you heard what I said, brought it down.
Yeah, I'll go B-, even a B possibly, but no more than that. I just think that they had some egregious like matches. That X Division match could have been the match people were talking about all this weekend.
Yep.
Instead, you did what you did. So I don't know. Fantastic match, by the way. Watch it, and then as soon as you see after the time limit draws, shut it off. Just shut it off. After that, fast forward.
That's it.
Sean, let's go into a different time zone this morning. 3 a.m., man. They had me up here. I did check out some of this King of Pro Wrestling. I would definitely tell people to check out the Saray match, the opener with Suri. I even enjoyed Drilla Maloney and Sonata. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know if I want to tell people to watch Oleg Bolton and Evil, but you probably should. And I will even say, and the Knockout Bros. I like them right now as tag champs. Keep establishing them against Yuya Uemura and Shooter. They did announce New Beginning. They're coming back to USA Friday, February 27th in Trenton, New Jersey.
I might be interested in actually going to that show.
Yeah, definitely put in media credentials, Sean. They're probably looking for people to cover it, but most definitely, man. I'm glad that they are back. They haven't ran a show since May, I believe. Was it May or March?
I think
last year.
I think it was March.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So they're going to be running a show. We did get a new global champion. Tsuji defeated Gabe Kidd, picking up the big dub, and he is the global champion. Now, aftermath from this, Sean, LIJ is now known as unaffiliated. We got to do better with group names. We got to do better with group names. Bullet Club War Dogs shook their hands, and they've been beefing with some people in this. And some people seem like they were like, what is this? But if the top dog said to do it, I guess we got to do it. I'm interested in what's happening here. Was there some kind of truce? They didn't really elaborate, but commentary seemed confused as well. It really
like it was definitely up in the air that there was a level of confusion.
Yeah. The unaffiliated War Dogs chill. That US show is under New Japan, not Strong. Ooh, okay. Good point, Matt. Thank you. Did I miss that? Is it? Yeah. It says New Japan, New Beginning, USA.
New Japan Pro Wrestling, yes, sir.
Yeah. Touche. Oh, you know what? Not Strong. Their last show was the Tanahashi show in Chicago, Windy City Riot. Boom.
Okay.
Just hit me. In the main event, ZSJ, Takeshita. Fantastic match, Sean, but we all knew how this was going to play out, brother.
That we did.
Konosuke Takeshita walks out the champ. He gave him a knee from the high heavens, and he pushed ZSJ's nose back, is all I'll say.
Yes, sir.
Down he went. Takeshita wins, talks his mess, and then Goto comes out, who was playing E Honda in the new Street Fighter. He comes out and says that you should have known I would be the first one out here to challenge you. So he was like, and that's how they set up challengers in New Japan. He's like, I'm challenging you. I'm getting the next title shot. Be ready. Okay, it's on and popping. I loved it. I thought it was good. And Takeshita basically made it known, like, I'm not playing around. He's one of the best in the world right now to me.
Well, I want to give a big shout out to Bartholomew Matthew Takeshita for his resounding victory. I thought he did a great job.
It's a fantastic.
That's his name, right? Like, no,
it's Konosuke Bartholomew Matthew.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the correction.
I'm interested to see where they go with this. It sounds like that is not the Wrestle Kingdom match, so I don't know if they go Okada here. I think New Japan has to figure out a way to make Wrestle Kingdom deliver. I know they're in the process of trying to like get everything back in order. Like, who do we push? Where do we go?
They're in transition mode right now, but I mean, by all means, make sure Takeshita is still the champion walking into that event.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see Okada stare at that New Japan title. He might. Overall, I would say this was a good event. If you're a New Japan fan, check it out. If not, this is a good starting point for you to get into it before we get into Wrestle Kingdom early this year. And we're getting to that point soon, too, where me and Sean will revisit everything we predicted. I have not looked at it. I don't look at it until we get closer to that time. I'm interested to see what we got right and what we got wrong.
Yes, sir.
Sean, last thing. Well, not the last thing. Second to last thing. WrestleDream coming up. We got a lot of the card here. We got 2 of the pre-show matches, and this is what the card is looking like. I don't know if you want to just go through piece by piece and just tell me what you think.
No, I don't think we should do that because I think we can kind of like we can surmise it. Obviously, the World Championship match is going to be epic on paper. I do think
good job and quick turnaround and making people care in like a week or 2.
Yeah, facts. Because at the end of the day, I don't think that we're going to see a new world champion, but I do see it being an epic match similar to the way Kyle Fletcher and Adam Page put on a great match at the previous pay-per-view. The match of the night, watch out for this match. Watch out for Kyle Fletcher versus Briscoe. I have a feeling
C2 Classic.
Yeah, I think they're going to put on. I really do. And I'll say this, and I'll move on and give the floor to you. There's no way in the world that anybody other than the name Toni Storm should be walking out with that belt. I do not like her, Statlander. I don't like her. I never have. I don't like her.
What they're going to do with that one. That one's a mystery to me because I feel like Statlander has another story that's brewing, but we haven't gotten to that point yet. So,
right?
Right. And they've been doing this for a long time. So when are we going to get to that point? I don't know if now is the time.
Right.
We also have
that right there. Sean, do you watch AEW? Every single week.
Brodito taking on Konosuke, and Okada should be interesting and a banger. I'm hoping Bandito's not hurt. He was walking around in the sling after his match with Hechicero, had a shoulder issue, it looked like, in his match. Could we see the title change? Perhaps.
Could be.
John Moxley and Darby Allin, that looks like it's going to be a fun one. An I Quit match. I don't know what they're going to do.
Darby has to win this time, I think.
This is going to be insane, though, Sean. Like,
it is.
If he's bringing out torches and all this stuff, that to me, these two have no ends, and this is going to be your hardcore match that if you're into it, you're going to love it. I like these usually. Some people don't.
Where's this show going to be?
Say everybody to St. Louis.
Okay, so this is going to be a St. Louis street fight.
It's just an I Quit match, Sean. Just an I Quit match.
I thought we were naming all the matches after the C that we're in.
Listen, idiots. Tony Khan did put $500K on the line. The Young Bucks taking on Jurassic Express. I was wondering why they were wearing those weird glasses. It was for being the elite this week, bro. They filmed them beating them up. They were like, check us beating them up in Google Meta glasses. So that should be an interesting matchup here to see what's going on with them. I've heard some interesting theories about Jungle Jack Perry and Luchasaurus, that maybe Jack Perry is using Luchasaurus as well, kind of like how Frankenstein did. I don't know.
Are we gonna act like Jack Perry wasn't like the biggest a-hole in all of AEW like 2 seconds ago?
Well, did you see him and Kenny got into it still? Kenny still doesn't like him.
Yes, exactly.
And I love that. I love that he's like, no, I still don't like you. You helped beat me up.
I love when we don't act like we forgot, bro.
Yeah.
Like Andre the Giant's never been slammed by Hulk Hogan or anybody else. Andre the Giant was slammed like 30 times.
Kamala did it.
Exactly. Give me a break. Oh, but you know they weren't going to give any credit to Kamala.
Thekla and Jamie Hayter. To me, this is going to be a match that sets up possibly the women's blood and guts match in North Carolina happening shortly after this in the next month. And then we also have the Hurt Syndicate versus the Demand. This is they're 1-1. This is the rubber match. They hurt people. Can't wait to see who pulls out the W in this one. And then we also have the I don't know what they're calling this one. It's their pre-show brawl. I think it's going to be on TNT. You're going to get FTR versus Jet Speed. Should be a fine match. And then we also are getting Megan Bain and Penelope Ford taking on Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. Probably a little preview into the women's tag team action that we're going to see. His name is Jack Perry. We're going with the JR here. I think they're calling him Jungle Jack Perry again.
There you go.
The tailgate brawl. Thank you, Matt. Slipped my mind. So they're going to be doing that as well. I haven't seen how this is presented yet, so I'll be interested to see how this is presented on TV. Looks like a fine event, and I'm sure me and Sean will be talking about that next week for everybody.
Yeah, I might go live. I might go live at some point during this pay-per-view. I don't know yet.
Okay. And then real quick before we get out of here, Sean, we got to talk Raw. Oh, not all of Raw. The main event. Got to get your thoughts, brother man. What did you think of the main event? Of course, we had a triple threat match for the number one contendership. CM Punk is the new number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Please end this feud. That's coming from me. Like, please end this feud. But how did you feel here on this one, Sean?
I had to work a little bit today. Came home early. Get a text message from Conrad Cushman. He says, make sure you remember Raw's on 8 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I'm on my way home to watch it on delay right now. He says, my mind is blown. You'll know why. And I sent him a voice note, guys. I sent him a voice note. And I said, the fact that you're saying your mind is blown, I have a feeling something happened. And I have a feeling of what may have happened. And that is that somebody that the whole world is thinking is the next big thing perhaps turn on his leader. But I hope that's not the case, because if that's the case, that means everybody was right and that guy, who I think is a complete moron, is going to ascend to the main event. I'm watching the show. I have 10% hope that Jey Uso might be the new number one contender. I knew it was going to be CM Punk. I'm not an idiot. The Vision comes out. They beat up everybody. They're playing Seth Rollins music. By the way, the Vision have a Titantron now. So we all know, just like AJ Styles and Chris Jericho, when you come out with a t-shirt or a Titantron, that means the team's going to be together forever. And I see Braun Breaker run across the ring at 316 miles an hour and cut Seth Rollins in half.
Not only that, I'm going to pick it up for you here. After he gets into Bronson Reed's face and says, look, he squashed Jimmy Uso earlier in the night. And he said, look, either you're with me or you're against me. And he went up to the top rope and he splashed Seth again. This goes back to what we said from the beginning. And then Paul Heyman got yoked up. And then this is the last image we get, Sean.
And you know what all this also means? This also means Seth Rollins is a babyface again. So now you have babyface Punk versus babyface Seth. Bet you didn't even think about that. Let that wash over you, Conrad. Now CM Punk babyface is going to face Seth Rollins babyface, because we all know that the fans are going to boo the Paul Heyman guys. Seth Rollins is an instant babyface again. WWE makes no sense, bro. I know when y'all hear me say Brock Lesnar, WWE doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. It's stupid. And the reason why Brock Lesnar popped up in my head is because Vinny, the only Vinny we like, has a theory that Brock Lesnar might be the new leader. I don't know if he's going to be the new leader, but he's definitely going to be a new member.
Wow, great question. Does that mean Becky has to turn face now too?
It means Becky, and here's the question. Here's the answer to that. I was thinking about that too, Conrad. Becky was not out there with the Vision. I think they're trying to separate the notion of her being in the Vision.
I thought that call was important last week, that she was on the phone, Seth's kind of ignoring her, then it cuts to me and Paul. Now this is our business.
So what I'm saying is we can go back to Seth being a babyface and Becky can remain a heel. But my question also then becomes, what happens to the whole situation between AJ and CM Punk, Seth, and does anybody else not see how ridiculous this is?
I'm telling you, that writing thing, I'm coming back to it, Sean. They just seem like they pulled the plug and said, jump off of this immediately, like all of it, and start over. Because I don't think it's worked. I think after WrestleMania 41, we've all been questioning them even more than ever. Like, what are you doing? We were already there, but.
And might we have, this is me stepping way out on a limb. Might this attack by Braun have injured Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins has a bad arm? Could we see Seth Rollins stripped of the World Heavyweight Championship?
Well, that was my next point, Sean. This is why you know me probably better than anyone else on this. Seth Rollins was walking around with his arm in a sling. Don't know if it's a work or not, and I definitely think he's got ice cream in his beard. Let the brother wipe his beard first before he takes a picture. But yeah, this fan, sorry, brother. Shout out to you, whoever got the picture though. But yeah, man, just I really, really hope that Seth's
Go ahead, BJ. Keep talking, Conrad.
Yeah, just I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, if this beatdown could right Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins will get his chance to come back later on, but this beatdown can lead to Seth Rollins being off TV, and we could have a vacancy for the World Heavyweight Championship.
We could. What about Austin Theory? Now I'm coming back to it. I mentioned it in the beginning of the show. Does Austin Theory work with this group with Heyman, or is this not going to happen at all to you? Like, Theory's kind of stuck, and he's been in this like, oh, you were the past regime's guy, you're not my guy. Oh, we're going to do a breakup tag angle with you. Oh, we're not doing that anymore now. Grayson Waller's got to go beat Ray Phoenix on main event. Like, what happened here?
I think the answer is yes. I think that they're going to try. I think this is going to be I'm going on record. This is going to be the last opportunity for Austin Theory. They're going to put him with Paul Heyman. They're going to put him
unfairly
with Brock.
too, I will say.
Agreed. No argument there. It is unfair. But they're going to put him with Brock, and they're going to put him with Paul Heyman and the rest of the division. And I'm telling you something, he's going to be part of that Survivor Series team. Now, my question to you is, if Seth isn't out for an extended amount of time, will that mean, my guy Derek, I see you, will that mean that all of a sudden Seth Rollins will be on Roman Reigns' team at Survivor Series?
And Sean, this ruins the WrestleMania plans. It probably
of course it does. It ruins everything, Conrad.
Way too early WrestleMania predictions.
Yes.
Go check that out.
It ruins everything.
Yeah. It's going to make things tough, man.
Well, it may not ruin mine because I predicted them running back to Triple Threat.
Yeah, and Joel's still in good standing.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This feels odd.
It's weird. Shout out to M. Leezy for Sheezy. We haven't seen AJ Lee. Shout out to Quills. He says WWE is doing its usual shtick of being incompetent, thus making my statement even more true. Their epitome of incompetence and personification of ineptitude. Listen, think about this, Conrad. Think about this. AJ hasn't been seen for weeks. Becky Lynch was a member of the Vision, who all of a sudden we're supposed to forget was a member of the Vision. Seth Rollins has a blood feud going with CM Punk and now has been ousted by his own team. The Usos are not on the same page. Roman Reigns loves the Usos, but not on the same page with the Usos. Austin Theory's being rumored to be on a team that he's not even in the company right now, as far as being on television. Brock Lesnar's in flux. The Vision's in flux. We don't know what's going to happen with everybody in the main event picture. Everybody. We don't know how John Cena is going to be booked for Survivor Series. We don't know how Cody Rhodes is going to be booked for Survivor Series. Does anybody else feel like their head is about to explode? This is ridiculous. Conrad, talk me off this ledge. Is this not ridiculous? LA Knight, what the hell is going on with him?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I have nothing here for this,
bro. No, seriously, we got. Let's give me something. You know what? One narrative.
Sean, I can add to your confusion. We can write another chapter. Let's go to the mid card. AJ Styles is teaming with Dragon Lee. What happened to the LWO? Is Rey Mysterio not back yet? What happened with?
Insane.
Bro, not even just that. What are we doing with Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso? Like, what is this story with Roman?
Well, I just mentioned that. Like, what is going on?
That's a whole other chapter.
Sometimes they're at each other's throats, but at the same time, you have Jay saying that he's angry with Roman, but he's mad with Jimmy because he had to come and save Jimmy. It's like, what is happening right now? We have no idea what's going on with all. Think about this. Conrad, look at me. We have no clue what's going on with all, not some, all of the main event people on either show. And I'm going to go down the list one more time, and you tell me if I'm bugging right now. Cody Rhodes, no clue. Randy Orton, no clue. Jey Uso, no clue.
You're not gonna skip my guy Drew too.
Drew McIntyre, he's done. Let's be real, done. Donezo, at least for now. John Cena, we don't know what his role in Survivor Series is going to be. AJ Styles,
The Vision, Brock Lesnar. CM Punk has a title shot. We don't know who it's going to even be against because we don't know if we're going to have a champion next week.
Yeah, T-Ferg brought up the Lucha Bros. Listen, I'll say this. Penta is okay. He could be better, and Rey Fenix is lost.
And Leezy for Sheezy. What the heck is going on with Jacob Fatu?
How about the MFTs? Just throw some face paint on them. They're good. They're good now.
It's a cluster, you know what? If I cussed, I would say the word. It is a cluster, you know what? I dare you, Conrad, as educated, smart, and articulate as you are, I dare you to predict the Survivor Series teams. I dare you.
I don't feel confident in doing that right now.
Of course you don't. Nobody would.
I cannot. Yeah.
Could we see? I didn't miss that M. Leezy for Sheezy, unless it was. I don't want to give credit to the wrong person. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me one more second. Did I miss it? I want to say it was M. Leezy for Sheezy, but I don't want to give credit to the wrong. It was Emily. What? Maybe the War Games' match is going to be the MFTs versus the Wyatts.
I hope not. Please
for
don't.
all we know.
Please don't. Please don't. Let's go to BJ. BJ said he had an idea here. If the way we got to AJ versus Cena was AJ talking about bad creative and Cena putting it onto the fans, did the storyline write that the creative is bad, or did they just admit that creative was bad? WCW 2000. I hear you.
Yeah, man. That's
like I said. If other companies, and I'm not just AEW, if another company did this, we'd be hearing about how they don't have stories. Cut that crap out. That's all I'm gonna say. War Games has lost the plot. War Games only needs to be done when you need War Games to be done. That would make it more exciting when you announced it. Yeah. Sean,
I'm gonna predict the Survivor Series teams right now. This is a nice way to close it out.
Okay.
No rhyme or reason to it whatsoever, by the way. None. I'm gonna say Roman, maybe John Cena, Jey Uso, LA Knight, and Seth Rollins because of what we saw today.
Bro, I'm gonna piggyback off of this. I'm gonna go Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Jey Uso, LA Knight, Jimmy Uso. I think we're gonna just have to write Seth off.
Seth is gonna be. So you think Seth is hurt? You think Seth is gonna be gone?
Yeah. I didn't bring this up to you. Some people think that this is a ruse to make you think that he's out again, and he's gonna be like, "Ha, we fooled you again."
I mean, maybe, but at the same time, are we gonna do that again? And even if he's doing it again, he still got ousted by the Vision.
Yeah, and excellent point. Miracle brought it up. They said that apparently they think Dom's going to face Cena for the IC title at Survivor Series.
Okay, maybe so. I'm just saying, bro. And on the other side, I think the other side is pretty obvious. I think the other side is going to be Brock, Braun, Austin Theory, and I don't even know. Maybe you tell me.
Drew's the only one that makes sense. And we could have put Cody with them too. We didn't put Cody. Awkward.
There's certain that I'm gonna give you some credit for something that you said. It's actually gonna backfire on me. I love not being able to predict the show because it makes it more exciting. But in situations like this, it makes it ridiculous. It makes it absolutely ridiculous. We are a month away from Survivor Series. I can't. If my life was on the line, I could not tell you definitively who I think is going to be on that team, except Roman Reigns.
You know what? Let's put it to the listeners. If you're listening to this afterwards, I want to hear your Survivor Series team as of today. Tell me who the Survivor Series War Games match would be for you for the men's side.
And keep in mind, you got to remember, because I know it's still fresh, Seth Rollins got beat down by the Vision. So he's not going to be on the Vision team anymore. And that was almost a lock. Am I right, Conrad? Seth was going to lead his team into Survivor Series. Not no more.
Oh, and Matt brings up Saturday night's main event is on November 1st. Okay. So
Lord
they got
have
time
mercy,
here.
man.
Let us know, man, what you guys thought. Sean, take us out of here, my brother.
Make sure you guys check me and Conrad out on Hubbarnomics this Thursday night, 8:35 p.m. Before that, so let's reverse it. 7 p.m., right? 7 p.m. on right here at Everything Pro Wrestling is going to be Conrad and Derek doing their AEW.
BJ.
Oh, shout out to BJ. Professor BJ is going to be in the building. So BJ and Conrad right here on Everything Pro Wrestling at 7 o'clock. Then right after that, tune in to Hubbarnomics on my channel. It's going to be a doubleheader on Thursday night, starting at 7 and continuing at 8:45. Obviously, make sure you continue to check us out periodically. I have a lot of content already preloaded and ready to go. Live events have already been announced. So check the channel for updates. Doing a Survivor Series preview, also doing the greatest Survivor Series matches of all time. We are locked and loaded, man. And obviously back here for the mothership, the one and only Clash of the Podcast with my brother Conrad Cushman. My name is Sean Hubbard. So on behalf of both of us, we appreciate you being here. Couldn't do it without you guys. We're loving it. Hope you guys are too. With that being said, God bless. Be encouraged. Even never prevails. Until next week. Until Thursday. Later.